Okay, who here likes to listen to music? Yeah, everyone should have their hands up right now. Of those, of all of you that have risen your hand, how many of you have participated in music activities such as band, choir, orchestra, even just playing outside of school? Okay, I'm Matt. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the lack of funding for public music education programs. Being a musician myself, this subject is very important to me. The topics today, we're going to be talking about the basic information about music education, the Colorado Education Standards, core subjects, testing grades, and personality. To start off, basic information, did you know that the funding for music education in the last 5 years has dropped significantly? Because they're doing this, they're trying to save money for other extracurricular activities such as sports programs or field trips or stuff like that. I'm not saying that sports programs are not important, but I feel like music is equally important to some people. For those of you, I feel like sports are more important to you than music. For others, I can say vice versa. That brings me to my next point, Colorado Education Standards. This board, every year they come together and talk about what they feel is being successful towards their student education. And they rank each subject in order of their importance to them and success in education. These results might surprise you a little bit. First is English. Obviously that's important because I'm speaking to you in English right now. We read it and write in English. Second is music. Third is math. Fourth is science. And fifth is social studies. Basically, the board is saying that they consider music a core subject. They're saying that music has more value to you in your long run of your life than math, science, and social studies. That brings me to my next point. What is a core subject? A core subject is something that the state deems necessary to education in Colorado. It's true that Colorado does consider music a core subject. Of course, music isn't formally included in standardized testings, nor do I believe it should be. That being said about the standardized testings, musicians or students that participate in musical activities actually are proven to score a higher test or a higher grade on standardized testing. They receive higher GPAs. They graduate with honors. They get scholarship opportunities because of those grades. Musicians tend to have better time management skills and they're better problem solvers because they have to balance their time. I did marching band in high school for 4 years. That gave up between the beginning of August and the end of October. That's 500 hours outside of school that I did music, that I wasn't doing other stuff for school. So I really had to learn how to manage my time, how to take advantage of opportunities where I could get extra help from teachers. And finally, personality. For some people, this being a musician, that's the only way some people can express themselves. Some people have a hard time saying things with words that they want to portray to people. Being a musician, you get an opportunity to go up on stage and express yourself, say this is what I'm feeling, this is what I want you to hear from me. For others, it is a place of acceptance. I participated in sports when I was a kid. I did baseball for 10 years, I did basketball for 6, soccer for 4, list goes on. But when I started taking music in 6th grade, I have been friends with those kids ever since then. It created a long-lasting friendship that I feel like I didn't get from doing sports in high school. And I feel like you all might know more about music than you think, for those of you that don't study music now or don't want to. I'm sure when you're walking, second naturally, you walk at the same pace all the time, unless you're in a hurry, of course. When you're clapping for someone, you probably second naturally clap at the same speed every time you clap. In conclusion, I think music deserves more of an opportunity than it may be given today. In review, we talked about the basic information, the fact of the budget cuts themselves, the education standards, the board rankings, music being second on that core list, core subjects, what is a core subject, and the testing involved with that. We talked about the testing and the grades of music students that have higher scores and higher GPAs, and then we talked about the personality, the acceptance, the expressionism. I feel I may not have gotten through to all of you today about the importance of having music in public schools, but for those of you that I have gotten through to, what do we have to lose? You've got the higher grades, you've got the more acceptance, you've got a relationship you can build with peers that you can't get in other places. What do we have to lose? You decide. Thank you.